All right, welcome to our very special episode. Today we have a familiar face on the bottom right, and that is our red Protoss, who goes by the name of Brain. So for those of you who are a fan of the fastest map of the Brood War, right? So you have like minerals are really close by, gas really close by, right? That's the fastest map, and then he's basically the undisputed champion of the fastest map of Brood War. So if you guys know him, then you know this is his way of doing our fastest map build order on ladder essentially. So let's see how that goes. And this was actually like 5 Pylon. This is the fastest Pylon that I have on my database with over 100,000 replays, right? And also he's gonna follow it up with the fastest gateway as possible. So as you can see, 150 minerals, and I think he's gonna build the gateway on 55. So forward gateway on 55, and yes, that's gonna be really good. And in the meantime, I think he's just gonna build probes, right? Yeah, so just gonna build probes. Then he's gonna scout top. So in the meantime, let's introduce the yellow player on the Terran. We have I'm SCV. I'm not sure who this player is, but I did notice that this guy is Brain, so I'm not sure who the opponent is. So we definitely see the resources mined is a lot for our yellow Terran player because he's been, you know, obviously just mining the minerals, right? But on the other side, we have been doing like 5 Pylon shenanigans, so we've been like cutting workers and stuff. So that's why like even the worker count is like a 4 difference, right? So that's how much you sacrifice your economy in the early game if you go for a rush, right? So this is really important. And let's see. So the first Zealot is already on the way. So the unlucky thing about this is that he went for cross spawn. I mean, he spawns cross spawn, right? So that's gonna be like really tough for him to walk around and, you know, do some harassments, potentially end game ending harassments, right? So that's gonna be tough. And the probe is harassing a little bit. The barracks is almost done. Our SCV went for center 2-gate scouts, but didn't find anything, and then goes for the top scout. So I think there's a little bit of economy situation right here. So even though we have 1 gate, but we're constantly building probes as well, right? So we have 11 probes, and then like, yeah, so the minerals is floating. Maybe this could be also like a 2-gate or something. I think this build order is not very much optimized. So let's see. Okay, so first Zealot coming in. Let's see how this the micro goes. So good for our Terran player is that we have the gap in between the barracks, so the Marine can just go from here and then, you know, shoot from behind. So second Marine comes in. This is gonna already really hard for our Protoss player, and he just tries to hit the SCV that is building the factory, but it just cycles in because he is targeting the factory since, you know, Vulture comes in and it's GG, right? You cannot defeat the Vulture with the Zealot. So just basically he's in a timer. So the second Zealot comes in, kills the SCV, but factory is already completed. So he's in a timer and he just couldn't. He's not killing that much. So we just killed like 1 Marine, right? And then second Marine, oh, it doesn't even go down. So killing the SCV is not the point because the Vulture is gonna spawn very, very soon, and it's just gonna be over. So like, as you can see, like minerals is like 800, right? So this is not ideal at all. So 2 gateway would have been nice because, you know, and even the Nexus and stuff like that. But yeah, I guess this 5 Pylon into gateway is not optimized build already, so this is kind of terrible. So I mean, if this was like a non-cross spawn, like, you know, like a spawn in here or something like that, then it might have been better. But still, like, you have to stop the factory SCVs, and then that it might give you a chance. But still, like, you are floating lots and lots of minerals. So yeah, I think 5 Pylon is a really, really bad build. So I think maybe even like 8 Pylon into 2 gateway or something, just to do your standard 2 gateway rush, right? So I think that's a way more optimized build. So I hope you guys enjoyed it, and see you guys next time.